Alice, you got some explaining to do, I swear. That was bullshit. That was bullshit and everyone knew it. What the hell was that bull? Fuck it. I'm so fucking upset. Well, now you're fucking trying to kill me now, you stupid bitch. Oh. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting.
I swear, if this route somehow she ends up being an ally, I'm gonna be so fucking upset. Luna, don't worry about it. There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I picked betray instead. It had almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my fingers to the betray button instead against my will. Right. Well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
Listen, Luna. Alice had 6 BP. Even if she had chosen ally and that we betrayed, she would just have 3. It's fine. She's not gonna die, unlike I, who died. The look in her eye was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran towards the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I swear, if she shows up as being ally, I'm gonna be fucking so. There, Luna, now you can't be mad at me.
Points have been assigned.
Wow, this entire round was all
accordingly.
betrayed.
Please check your...
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked and rubbed my eyes and looked again. No, how can Alice's vote be betrayed? That's not possible. Wow, she looks like a creep. Alice? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seems we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Shut the fuck up. Me, a coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
How did you get here that fast? There was like 4 minutes. You wouldn't have woken up that fast. How did you?
should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
Damn, you just bolted? So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too.
The nerve of you to fucking hit betray even after I saved
About
you?
10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You son of a fucking bitch. Fuck Alice. I don't like her.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Fuck.
Yes.
Just... Okay. You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I had picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. In fact, you did. But she doesn't need to know that. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me just so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here?
Because
Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
No, fuck you. Vi and Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen, and if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
I accidentally skipped the line because I was upset. If Dio had chosen ally, Vi would have killed Temyoji, and if she had chosen ally, Dio would have killed her. Oh dear.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
This is a messed up timeline. I don't like this. Everyone's mean. Including me. I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. It's the betray route. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright, pay attention. You've probably already figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution. Sorry.
Dio.
Well, in that case...
It too, Fi?
Yeah.
Don't say
sorry.
it too. Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
Yeah, but I'm the main character, so I have a right to be mad at you only. I don't care about the others.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. I love how it was not even brought up the fact that we were the ones who saved Alice, and she just doesn't care.
Everyone's gone.
I'm mad. You aren't going to leave too?
No.
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right?
Sure. My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick at the corner of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The ambidextrous round
Yeah, okay. As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically, emotionally. I really don't know how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me. But everybody chose betray, including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Accelavir. Yeah, that might work. If we could figure out which one of us planted the bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? I bet it's Luna. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right! The memory card! Oh, that's right, we have that, don't we? I pulled that out of my pocket and held it out towards her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
The infirmary! Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Dio and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
yeah, let's go. Well, we're together with Luna. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tamyoji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb in the memory card, and how we come to the infirmary in the hopes that we could discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. What is this, a word search? What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me.
I see the word one. I see the word one.
I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish. Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training.
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What? Oh.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Oh. Wait, isn't that the group that Dio is a part of? Myrmidons. For some reason, I felt like I heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Oh, is this the code or something that had to do with the... During Dio's route, he was like trying to send out a code or something or other, or like the code that he had put in the transceiver or whatever the fuck, like was a message to someone or something. Here, briefcase transmitter code thing. I mean, that tells you fucking nothing.
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb?
It was said by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Dio.
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Was it Dio? I think that was what the group that he was a part of, right? Is it Dio? Hang on, don't we have like... We had like a thing that was talking about it, didn't we? Maybe don't read too much into this because I think some of these might have spoilers, but where's the thing with the... Here it is. Free the Soul is a powerful new religious order dedicated to establishing a new world order, and the Myrmidons and their elite are their elite French soldiers of the Secret War. The general public knows nothing about the Myrmidons. Excuse me. The actions that put them on a watch list in the intelligence communities across the globe. Rumors say that all Myrmidons have the same face, suggesting that they all might be clones of a single person. No one knows where the rumor comes from specifically, but I can tell you that's a very credible source. Oh! Free the Soul is a powerful new religion dedicated to establishing a new world order, and the Myrmidons are their elite. No, it is related. Okay. So it's Dio? Damn. I've got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does this say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
Don't we have a key? We have it, don't we?
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Wait, do we have it? Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state, or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
Oh dear. That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm the one who brought the fucking memory card here. Hello? Why would I? If I were the one who set the goddamn bombs, I wouldn't want to show you my goddamn code. I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Oh my fucking god. Before I could blink, she leapt out and ran out and she leapt what? Before I could blink, she leapt up and run out of the room. Oh, fuck her. Hey, wait! Alice! I took off after her. God damn it, lady. I saved your goddamn life and you're just running.
How long are you going to keep following me?
God damn it. Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover? You
Clover?
already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters? Or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
Don't fucking smile. She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. That's not what I'm fucking talking about. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. Why are we walking together? What the hell is this fucking nonsense? I'm not here to have a date with you. Just sit on the goddamn bench and talk or something. God damn it. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
Of course I hate you. What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical Six.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could.
Why do you have your hand up? What's going on? Are you gonna punch
crossed
me?
my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible.
You are.
You hate me, don't you?
I do.
Just do it!
Do what? What? Do what?
Kill me! Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not gonna kill you. I don't even hate you. Sure.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anybody. It's true, Alice. You were always the first one to die, outside of that other woman who has mysteriously disappeared. But here you are, still alive. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another, and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it. What are you doing, Sigma?
Why are you doing this?
I don't know. Why am I doing this?
You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Ha! Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. I guess my lips are sealed, or whatever.
Really?
Is this supposed to be having a moment? I'm not having a moment with her. What crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. Alright then.
Like, I get it, but also, fuck her. She doesn't have to, like, it's one thing that she makes the decisions to betray and whatever, but she was also being a bitch about it, so it's like, whatever. Alice took a deep breath and began. Oh, this is gonna be a long story, huh? My father's Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which is why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to the life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her 9th birthday. Is that her? No, that's her mother. Or is that her? No. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to greet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away and in every line in her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he had never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at that time that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with the cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. Trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumor says he's so old that he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seemed to be as sharp as ever. Sure. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. What is this, a boat? Looks like a boat that you would build in Minecraft, like on land. Then this is the, I believe this is from the first game. Then one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in the building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. There it is. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and I stalled out. I was trying to decide on what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we'd met. There was 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them where they were going, what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were the Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Souls. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. A middle-aged man who I'll just call H for now, had been bounded and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. Yeah, it's him! We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. Oh god. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul, and very committed to their cause. Oh my god, he was a fucking religious nut, that idiot. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, he had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of a certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before, and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness the power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew that she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent out on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of the Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that her investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. Is she tied to the chair? I don't think she's tied to the chair. She could have lifted her arms. Well, whatever. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. Ooh, it was my father. He looked as if he had just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. Aw. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. Then in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprises of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. No love for the mom. I broke down crying, right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he had written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. And the Myrmidons just left it there? Surely he would have noticed that it was whatever. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time our operation would succeed. God damn it. I'm tired. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time. We gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th of 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled the gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that the person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key.
I have
Without
it, though.
that, it's pointless.
At least I think I have it. What is this thing in my notebook? What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
I have it! Wait! A long string of numbers? I have it! Could that be... Yeah! We got this, guys! No to be continues here. 7815361098838094241990551.
What the hell?
He was convicted of a string of numbers. Oh my god, the fact that you remembered it off the top of your head, Sigma, I had to write it down. There's no way you can remember that. That's crazy. I was almost as surprised as she was. The number had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Wait. Can you say that again?
7815361098838094241990551.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? Alice, you're just as crazy as me. What kind of math? I forgot. There was that one time in the pantry she also did really quick math, really large quick math. What?
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, then you'd get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
I have no idea what he just said, but okay. So you're saying that 198449351 is a prime? And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, then you get 7815, whatever, yes. I'm not reading that. Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
Good lord, lady. What? No way. That's impossible.
I told you. I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too. Where did you find that number anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number.
Good lord.
I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Y'all are fucking over... Could you explain that with small words?
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code.
I'll let you handle it.
You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was CQUJHNM. Oh my god, your memory is over, like, through the roof, Sigma.
And the second row?
BY something or whatever. I'm not fucking... I think. Then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy, but I guess that plays into the game well so that you just have everything memorized. So you don't have to write anything down like I did.
I use someone like you back at the...
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
I get it, but I ran over what she said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198449351. I mean, like, I'm not doing this. You can figure it out. Fuck. So what would we get if we picked out the letters that she explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually we get a word. And that word was Decode the password using 198449351. You will have 6 chances to succeed. Fail and the game is over? What do you mean the game is over? What? This is a lot. 198449351. What? Hold up. No, fuck you. Let me save. What the fuck? Let me save in a new save. What the fucking dog? What the hell? The code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answer, so it'd be wise to solve it now. The key is... Oh, what? The letters are not gonna show? Oh my fucking god. What do you mean? What? What the fucking hell? Alright, hang on. I have to... Give me a new page. Hold up. I was running on the old page. God fucking damn it. What the hell is this bullshit? You just threw something so sudden at me. CQUJHTLED. And then it just repeats, right? Alright, so what is it? 198449351. Alright, let's fucking take the time to do this then. So first is C. Since C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's M. What was it, 4? M? Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming it's computer, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, complete. Oh, complete maybe? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Complete. 1, 2, 3. T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Complete. Completed. Completed? What's completed? Is it just closing the window you take it to the input screen? Oh, here it is. What is this? Huh? What is this? What is this square here? I appreciate that they gave us 6 tries. I did it! Completed! That's it! That's the answer!
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah, I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
I'm definitely certain.
All right then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means commission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
Huh?
Oh. So they sent the message saying that whatever was completed was completed.
What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Oh. Oh. It's all coming to him? All of it? All of it? Zenbu? Fuck Dio.
Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will-made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Stupid circus ringleader motherfucking dumbass. Damn it! Why hadn't I realized that before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member. He was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Really?
We're all down in the floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you, Kay, and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them.
Wait, we still got 2 more pegs left.
He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
It's getting late, you guys.
Yeah.
How much longer is this?
Anyway, when we showed up, Vi and Kay were already there.
So?
Well, all of a sudden, Vi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
Why Dio and Temyoji? Well, they were all in the same group, yeah. According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Temyoji only had 1 BP, Vi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged into it too.
That seems odd. Vi only had 1 BP too. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh. Just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
Coming.
Oh, I'm so glad that we fucking became friends with not Clover, Alice, I guess. I mean, I still think she's a bitch, but like, we just solved the thing together, so I guess we're good. We're in a good place. It's so hard to stay mad at someone, except for Dio. I can stay mad at Dio. There was a brief moment when I was like, he seems okay, but I think it's only because we weren't around him like at all. All 4 of them were still there when we arrived. Also, did he even kill the old lady in this route? I don't, like, the lady never showed up. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even a small spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hands balled into his fist at the side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Korg alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Dio, shut the fuck up.
But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Yeah, god damn it, enough already. I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. I'm also trying not to yell loud because it's late. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What?
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say, Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell'd you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it, and I'd get nothing. That means I was gonna have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here. To keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eye twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about brother's background and how about his younger brother left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So? Still not convinced? How about this? 78153610988380942419905151, whatever. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, and you'll get 198449351 to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you I am not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No. No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Dunno. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and K about the memory card and the number 2 bomb and about the code we found that was from the terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. You know, just casual conversation. Just play catch up, guys.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
This is a weird turn of events. It's not even the man. Okay.
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going
to kill you! Do it, Alice. Do it. At this moment, if you're able to kill Dio, I'll take it. Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Man, his thumb is really his thumbs are so long. It's kind of gross. It's so gross. Why are they so long? Ew.
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Okay, well, you're gonna die too.
Exactly.
Is that what you want? Just go and die.
I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct.
Wait, we have the...
And there's
the
one
code for
more,
that?
too.
The zero. The zero
There are
bomb.
4 bombs?
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more.
Is 0.
Bomb number 0.
Yeah.
Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
So you're not even fucking special. Who fucking gives a shit, you stupid ringleader bitch ass fucking... I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
Yeah! She roared and leapt towards Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face as he dodged, and as he dodged, Clover spun around from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right!
Wait, no, she shouldn't get him. She has a detonator.
Sigma, catch!
Oh my god, don't throw it at me! Before I could respond, Clover had thrown a detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it in my chest.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Maybe Sigma should help. Not a Sigma, maybe K should help. Strangely though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in its mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off.
Oh!
We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard.
Oh dear.
Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
Oh dear. How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
Oh dear.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
What does it matter? You're gonna die.
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Just snap it off.
Okay, I'll tell you.
He's literally
It's in
gonna
my
die. Why
coat.
does it matter?
The right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out.
Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. A pill? Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Oh no, he's gonna eat it. Don't give it to him. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him. He's gonna eat it. Suddenly, he moved his right hand, snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain. Oh, did he just kill himself?
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corner of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you going? Oh, what? Sorry. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me!
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation? You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. You only get one. This is the deactivation code for bomb 3.
Okay, wait, this is bomb 0, I think. Oh shit, where did all the, my notes are all over the place, hold up! Didn't I have a third? Give me a second, I have to look through my notes to figure out. I thought we had gotten 2 codes. Oh, here's bomb 1. Okay. And that's bomb 0? Okay, okay, it's fine. I got it. So bomb 3.
Ready? LXQ LHC NMR.
What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3! He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
I would just let him die. His voice was weak, and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Damn!
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
What a coincidence. Oh, so 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves and sat back on her heels frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
So right now we only have... So we don't have the password for the second bomb yet. God damn it. Okay. We all took off at a run heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Well, yeah, if you're staring at your watch, of course the time's gonna go down. Ah! Uh-oh. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic 5 minutes.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. Oh. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. That was really pretty. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven or hell, only the void. Well, that was one way to go to die, huh? There you have it, an ending. Oh my goodness! It sounded so promising. Did I just skip it? That was the Alice ending. Yeah, okay, I thought so. We talked a lot. It made sense. That was something. That was pretty crazy, huh? Wowee. Wow, wow, wee, wow. So all these, well, actually with Dio, then we didn't even die. We got out, right? Temyoji, well, he left. And then it was what, Quark, who told us about his past, and then Alice. What happened with Clover's ending? Clover's ending was fucking short as hell. I don't even remember what happened with hers. But yeah. That was really something, huh? We got through all that without having to go back. Oh man, okay. So then we still have Kay and Luna. Quark? Hold on, maybe? Luna, Phi. Assuming that Luna even has one, right? Because in my head, I still think Luna is fucking sus as hell. Because even though they say that Dio is the Myrmidon who planted the bombs or whatever, that doesn't mean that he's Zero. Well, Zero, we know Zero is Kay's father or whatever, right? So, but I don't think the Myrmidons have anything to do with the Zero themselves, so we still don't know who that is. Well, I guess we'll eventually find out. Well, actually, wait, hold on. Am I? Oh, we finished this. We finished this completely. Oh, okay. So the next time we're betraying Alice, I think. Right? Yeah, we're betraying Alice. And then it delves off into other things. Alright. Well, that was something. That was fun. My goodness, this game is we're getting close to beating this game, huh? Well, we're not close to beating the game, but I mean, like, we got quite a bit done. Sorry, my words are like, I'm tired. It's late. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. That was something. Huh? Oh, I just realized we still have things that we haven't finished yet. But for the sake of time, I'm not gonna touch them, if only because I don't want to be stuck doing more things. We'll continue those another time. But yeah, see you around. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Haha, yay, game. Haha, gamer. Haha. Okay, bye.